everyone, and welcome to Gerke Channel's class. Today in our kitchen we are going to try to crush a can, just a plain aluminum can. So my question for you is, how did this can get crushed? Just by using water and air. So go ahead and pause the video and try to answer that question. Hypothesize or take a guess. How can you crush a can with just water and air? Welcome back. Okay, so for this experiment, this is called the collapsing can experiment. You can Google it for more information. This is what you'll need. You'll need 1 tablespoon. You'll need an empty aluminum can, like this, one that is not crushed. You will need the tongs. You want to move in closer? You'll need cooking or grilling tongs. You'll need a stovetop burner, and I've already got this going hot. It's been on for about 4 or 5 minutes already. And let me tell you about this, you will need it at about medium-high heat, so right about in the middle. And then you will need a steady-handed adult. Students, I do not want you doing this experiment without an adult. This is probably one of the most dangerous experiments that we'll do, but what's life without a little danger? We need to live on the edge sometime. The only dangerous part here is that if you don't do something, if you don't hold something correctly, you could get a splash of hot water on you. So I'll show you all about that. And adults, don't worry, you can handle this. And you'll also want your phone or a stopwatch or some kind of timer handy. Okay, let's get started. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of water into the can. Oh, I forgot to mention, you do need also a shallow pan of ice water close by the stove. So I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon of water here, and we're going to get some water vapor going. So we're going to put the can right on the burner, and now I'm going to start my stopwatch. When I've done this before, it takes about 1.5 minutes before the water in the can starts to boil, and we want that boiling action going on. You'll be able to feel or even see the water vapor leaving the can. So we just wait and let it sit for about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, maybe up to 2 minutes. Please. Okay, so I'm going to talk to the adults now while we're waiting for this to boil. See my tongs here? I'm going to be flipping this can over into the pan of water. And I need to turn my hand upside down so I can get that smooth flipping action. This goes really quickly when the timing is right. And when you flip this can upside down, you want to make sure the top of the can is underwater, because what you're going to do is create a vacuum. Okay. It's not quite ready yet. It's been a little over 1 minute. If you leave your can on too long, it will actually start to melt, and the ink on the can will start to ooze and melt. So make sure you don't have this on. I wouldn't have it on more than 3 minutes on the burner. If it's not boiling after about 2 minutes, then you probably don't have your burner set high enough. I'm listening for that boil. It's starting. I can feel the water vapor or the steam coming out of there. And this is now where you have to watch your time. I want this to boil for 30 seconds. Ooh, I don't know if you can catch that steam coming out. I'm watching my stopwatch, 30 seconds. And it's about now. It's been boiling for 30 seconds, so I'm going to get ready to flip. I got to keep a steady hand. I got to hold onto my can the entire time. Whoa, did you see that? That's how fast it goes if you do it right. So what happens is that water vapor, the water vapor actually brings air, kind of sucks the air right out of the can, and so you have a low air pressure inside the can. And then when you stick it in the ice cold water, it condenses back to water droplets, and there's more air pressure outside the can, and it starts pushing the can with low pressure inside, and it basically creates a vacuum, and it just crushes everything. So that's really fun. I hope you enjoy that one. If you you might want to do it 2 or 3 times. So on your activity this week, you have a Google Doc, and you have 2 choices, 2 questions you can answer. You can either explain what's happening with the water vapor, or you can explain what's happening with the air pressure. So enjoy, and we look forward to seeing your photos of your crush can. Thanks, everyone.